In our times as human beings, we are trying to get from point A to point B to point C to point Z if we need to. No matter what, we're always taking steps forward and progressing to the next point in our lives. No matter how we do that, we try or we attempt or we do our best to stay mobile as much as possible. But we've given ourselves a lot more to vehicles doing those steps for us. We've given ourselves to people carrying us to those certain points of time, and we neglect the certain things that we've always been attached to ever since the day we were born. It's our legs, people. Walking is not a lost art. It's simply a means to get to the garage. That was a quote from SR. However, I think that the garage thing isn't what he was trying to emphasize within this quote. I think he was trying to get to us that walking is not a lost art. Today, I want to talk to you about how walking connects us to the earth, how walking improves our communication with the other people around us, and thirdly, if I even get to it, how walking is just generally better most of the time, no matter how you see it. So getting to the point to where walking connects us to the earth. When you walk around, you take in your surroundings. You are constantly and consistently grounded, and you force yourself to look around because you need to see where you're stepping. I don't want to trip over this, but I want to engage everything around me. The environment seems to be important to me. Now, in terms of communication, how walking improves that, I believe that we've all familiarized ourselves with the movie Forrest Gump. Now, he may have not been walking for the part of the movie that was significant to us. He was running the whole time. And what happened is that a lot of people started doing it with him. So he rallied a whole bunch of people to do the same thing he was doing, just by a means of using his feet to get to where he needed to go. Hell, he wasn't even going to a specific destination. And at the end, people found themselves to be more connected to each other, athletically, physically, mentally, as they were going through this whole route with him, just by a means of running. Now, why is walking, to me, the best type of way of getting around? Because I believe that when I walk, it gives me more time for myself to think. It gives me more time for myself to reflect. It gives me more time for myself to even doubt myself about what I'm thinking, giving me a better understanding as to what I'm doing in this life. Before I die, maybe when I die, but it just gives me time to do things. If you're driving to your destination, you might even be thinking, this is bad for the environment. This is bad for my health. I should exercise more. Then use your damn feet and get mobile with it. These things were born to you. They were given to you for a reason. Whether or not you believe that some entity up there gave it to you, or that some, by means of an explosion on the earth, provided you the means of having two legs to go do whatever you can. Because I see you all with perfectly operable means of mobile two legs, okay? So walking is not a lost art. It's good for all of us. Get out there and get mobile. And go to your damn garage and get that thing organized, because I know that most of you have that thing in complete disarray. Thank you very
I went for a ribbon.
Make your dreams. If I wanted to emulate one person in my life, I think it would be Shia. But not Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf's crotch, because he wants that. Is that triangle?
I can like add that in, just throw like different stuff
Seriously, that was You told yourself
All right, Jacob.
You sound forceful at the beginning. I'm not sure what the point is. It sounds a lot, there's a lot of ambiguity in the beginning of the speech. However, once you get to the topic and your point of view on it, I think everything comes a lot more into focus, and it feels a little bit less like you're just trying to fill time and make an impression, and more like you have something that you want to say. So I thought that that worked pretty well, and you had a good preview for the supporting structure of the material. Then as you go through the individual points, here and there, I think you have some good examples, but also there are a couple of times when we're getting for lack of a better phrase, a little bit of verbal excess, a little BS here and there to kind of get to the next idea. You just add some language there to make it sound more involved than it is. And I think you do a good job at that because it comes across very effectively in your delivery, but content-wise, it's not quite as strong. Delivery issues, on the other hand, those are very solid. You project well, you're very animated while you're speaking. You look at us for the most part and it seems like you're engaging with us and not just speaking in front of us, although there's a little bit of performance element to what you're talking about. We want you to communicate to, so let the audience become part of what's going on and feel a little engaged with them as well. At the conclusion of the speech, I thought you got a little side trip going on there that was fun. It's not really the point that you were trying to make, and it was enjoyable, but I think you'd be a little bit more effective if you kind of stuck with the theme that you started with at the beginning. All right. Like I said, most things are very solid. Thank you.